Hey, welcome back to me being cheap. It's been a while, and in fact, it's been such a long time that YouTube sent me an email saying, hey, you need to upload some videos. It has been too long. So here we go. When I started this channel years and years ago, I started it as a get out of debt type of channel. And I was following the Dave Ramsey plan. And prior to starting the channel, I had already paid off debt and saved up an emergency fund. So the goal of the channel was actually paying off the mortgage, which we accomplished. Along the way, we shared things such as hobbies, things we were working on, gardening, woodworking, hiking, and so forth. Now that we're older, we are looking towards the retirement years. Both boys, they are adults now. They are in college, and thanks to the Dave Ramsey plan, we have not had to incur any loans for that. So far, they themselves have not incurred any debt. So they are driving very, very used vehicles, as we all are. And we are using the college fund to pay their tuition as well as any scholarships that they've earned. So we're continuing to do that. We're continuing to save towards retirement. So along the way, I have showed you some of the hobbies such as gardening, woodworking, some hiking, some cooking, some freeze drying. We still do a lot of these things, but I am curious, what would you like to see more of? So if I make the effort to restart this channel in terms of uploading regular videos, what is it that you, my viewers, would like to see? So I've made a list here as some of the things that we still spend a lot of our spare time on. Now, Michael and I both still work full time, so that consumes the bulk of our time. But as far as hobbies and things that we work on, Michael still does a lot of woodworking. We are both hobby beekeepers. We are third-year beekeepers. And with that comes a lot of woodworking. He is building a lot of the equipment that we use. I could talk about beekeeping. There are a number of beekeeping channels out there. They have a lot more hives than we do, and they have a lot more years of experience. So if we talked about beekeeping, it really wouldn't be advice. It'd be more like what we're doing and what we're learning from it and what it takes to grow this hobby. So I could definitely talk about that, and I can talk about ways that we've saved money on it. But as far as actual beekeeping advice, we're kind of new, so may not want to take all of our advice on that. Michael still likes to do some hunting. In fact, we just last year, at the end of last year, we took a trip out to Colorado to go elk hunting. We were not successful, but we had a lot of fun doing it. We still like to garden, and over the past couple years, we have tried to get a couple different pieces of property, and we don't go into debt for anything. So anything that we would buy would be cash price. We have not been successful, but there is a property that is coming up for auction in the very near future that we plan on bidding on. And if we are successful in getting this, there will be a large area that we can garden, so we are pretty excited about that. We will need to take down some trees to do that. And also on the property are two buildings. They are, actually there's three, but they are in quite a state of disrepair, and they are full of junk. So we could definitely, if we got these videos, we could show cleaning up the property, because I know I enjoy watching the videos where people are like cleaning out hoarded houses and stuff. So we could definitely set up some time-lapse video and show those properties being cleaned out and trimming the trees back, and then the eventual rehabilitation of the properties. One of the buildings, we are looking to rehab it and use it as a honey extraction house, a honey house. Where we could keep all of our equipment and, you know, not have to use the garage for that. So definitely we could talk about that. And some other things, I am looking to run a marathon. I hope that happens. I'm not super sure about that. And I have posted a lot of my running and exercise goals on the Me Being Cheap Better Living channel, which is the sister channel to this one. We still have the eventual goal of hiking the Appalachian Trail, although I think probably the way that's going to have to happen for us, if we want to still hike while we were able-bodied, I think we are going to have to do that in sections and just spread it out. At this point, with us both still working full-time, I don't think we are going to be able to hike straight through, because we would both have to like quit our jobs, and we're not in a position to do that right now. I also enjoy genealogy, and Michael's been getting into genealogy too, so that's kind of personal to us. But if we take the time to go and maybe see some of the places where our ancestors were from, that might be interesting to film. I mean, I don't know, it might be some random place out in the middle of nowhere. It might be interesting. So I would like to hear what are some things that you would like for us to cover on this channel. So if it has to do with gardening, food preservation, such as canning, freeze drying, hunting, processing game meat, homesteading, repairs, anything, we probably have done it, so we probably could talk about it on a video. I also have another goal. If I'm going to restart this channel, I'd actually like to grow it. Last time I checked, I think I was in the neighborhood of about 5,000 subscribers. I think a good immediate goal would be to double that and get 10,000. So thinking about what would you, my current viewer, like to see, and then what sorts of videos would I need to do to attract new viewers. Looking forward to your insight and your opinion. Please leave it in the comments down below. I will take a look at the suggestions. Hopefully somebody comments, and go from there. I'm glad to be back. Hope you guys are seeing this video, and take care. Today's Easter, so have a fantastic Easter. Thank you.